Hello and welcome to episode 121 of Critical Strike. I'm Kyle, and with me is Josh.
I'm burping milkshake bubbles.
That's pretty gross. And Bill's too busy watching the football, so Bill's not joining us.
Here's the thing, Kyle.
What?
Bill isn't here.
No, he's not.
As we've established. And here's the thing about that, okay? So, Bill apparently now loves football. This is like the second year he's done the show with us, and years before that when I've known him, he's never really liked sports.
I thought he always liked football, because he's a beer-drinking, gun-owning member of the Midwest.
He was never a faggot until recently. And I'm dropping bombs early, by the way, so get used to it. Now, all of a sudden, Bill loves football. And by football, I mean college football, because honestly, who cares about the NFL? It's all shit. So, now he's like, well, there's only 8 games a year that I get to watch and blah, 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 so that's why I can't do the shows on those weeks, so Bill's probably going to be gone for a while, so... Come to find out, tonight, like Kyle and I assumed he was going to the game. No, he's not at the game. And nor is people at his house watching the game. And also, I might add, nor is he at somebody else's house watching the game. Bill's fine strategy for watching football is to watch the game sitting in his recliner, cheeseburger on his dick, on Skype, talking to his friends while watching the game. And that's why he can't do a show. Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm not really pissed.
Well, see, the thing is, he's either going to be at his house, on his chair, with the cheeseburger on his dick, talking to us, or at home, sitting on his chair with the cheeseburger on his dick, talking to other people. And
but if you're gonna make...
We would prefer that he talk to us, but I guess other people are important too.
If you're gonna make it into such a big deal as he is, though, and throw around I have friends coming over and blah, blah. Like, he threw that around a lot. Like, I have friends coming over, it's friends this, friends that.
Maybe something happened.
Nope. Nothing happened, Kyle. I was there. Nothing. Bullshit.
You were there all day.
Calling bullshit on that. Real talk, Bill's a joke. And I'm pissed. I can't even act mad.
I'm super pissed, you guys.
Super pissed. So, all I'm saying is, when the hockey season starts in a few weeks, right? And since I'm on a different shift and I can't watch Bruins games live during the week, and they play on Saturday, maybe I want to skip a show here and there to watch a freaking game.
But you've already done that.
But I've taken a lot of shit for it.
Well, what? It's us. We're going to give you shit no matter what.
I feel the need to defend myself, Kyle. But at the same point, too, like, there's been times where I do the show while I'm watching the game.
Yeah, and then there's those periods where you just go quiet or curse underneath your breath.
Yeah, well, you guys are also talking about terrible things. Well, let's talk about Mass Effect. All right, I'm muting it. The game's on. I mean, let's be honest. Hockey's more important than Mass Effect.
Well, now it is.
So what's up, Kyle? It's been... Okay, we seem to inadvertently always take a slight vacation during summertime. I think it's always been like that. At least since it's been like you and I. It's like, come summertime, there's just a month where we don't do a show, and it's because... 1, we don't want to. 2, it doesn't work out very well. And 3, who fuck cares? It seems to have happened again. And so we're, I guess, done with our vacation now? Maybe?
Yes.
Hopefully. Because we're doing a show? Fuck. I mean, the last episode was a music episode.
Was it?
A month ago.
Well, we did an episode, then you immediately released a music episode. Right?
No. There was like a week or 2 in between the music episode. And then you guys recorded an episode. And then Bill kept alluding that I should scrap it. That's the one that you guys did like a week ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And he kept making comments to me on G-Talk, like, so you're not going to release it? And I was like, I just haven't had a chance to edit it. And then like an hour later, so you're going to scrap it? And it's like, so are you asking me to scrap it? Is that what you're doing here? You think it wasn't very good? Because I don't think it was very good. So I didn't release it. And fuck it, right?
Yeah.
So we're done with our vacation. I'm gonna call it. I'm Babe Ruthing it. We're done with our vacation.
Okay.
I mean, but there's been a lot going on too. Like you just bought a house.
Yes, I did just buy a house, and that was a fucking ordeal.
Tell us about the house.
So Nancy and I finally bought a house. So
Congratulations,
thank you,
by the way.
thank you. The saga begins several months ago when we are applying for our pre-approval. So we got our pre-approval, and then we found the house we wanted, and then that house got sold. So then we found another house we wanted, and we put down on it. So then we did all the paperwork to get an actual mortgage, and it was found out that my debt-to-income ratio was too high, so I had to be removed from the mortgage in order to get the mortgage.
Is that because of like school and?
Yeah, I just have a shit ton of student loans.
Mm-hmm.
Because going to a private university is very expensive.
That you didn't even finish.
That I didn't even finish.
Failure.
Thanks for rubbing that in my face, Josh. It's not like I don't think about that every other fucking day.
Well,
But
I mean,
anyway,
I remember when I first met you and you were doing that, right? You were like going to school for psychology, I think it was.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
At Drexel, and then I went to Temple.
And you, like every time I talked to you, you were basically like fucking scanning my mind. It sucked.
So then Nancy's name was the sole one on the mortgage, so everything was riding on her. So I'm pretty much paying her rent. But anyway. Back to actually getting the house. So everything's looking good. We put all the money down. We filled out all the insane amount of paperwork to get all this stuff ready. We did the 3 different housing inspections, one for the mortgage, one for us, and one for the township.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was okay. They fixed the problems they were supposed to fix. Everything was good up until 18 hours before we were supposed to go up and actually sign the mortgage paperwork and get the house, when Nancy received a call that she was no longer eligible for the mortgage.
Now note this is also going on my birthday.
Yeah.
Where I'm getting blamed on Twitter for you not getting the house.
Yep.
Because it's my birthday.
That's exactly why.
Which you never... Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
You were a dick.
So it's immediate, like, what the fuck do you mean we're not eligible for the mortgage anymore? What the hell happened? So Nancy works for a casino, and part of her paycheck she gets something called reward credits. So they're imaginary money that she can use at her casino's company store to get things like beds and things like that.
Yeah.
So the first underwriter who did all the paperwork decided that was money, so it put her debt-to-income ratio at an appropriate level where we could get the mortgage. And the second underwriter who did it the day before the mortgage, decided that the credits were not, in fact, income, and they shouldn't be considered real money. So then when he removed it, Nancy's debt-to-income ratio was too high for the mortgage. So then we had to figure out why they waited for so long to actually do all this shit, which is incredibly important. 2, what we had to pay down so Nancy could afford the mortgage again, which it turned out to be her car.
Oof.
So, thanks to her dad for giving us a loan to pay off the car, so now I technically have a loan from a mobster, which is great. Yay!
Kyle's gonna end up with cement shoes.
Yeah, let's hope not. Oh, speaking of, we gotta give him a payment soon. But anyway.
Yeah, does he send collections to the house? That's what I want to know.
No. But if we default on the loan, we owe everything plus like 15%.
So here's the thing. When you were asking for the loan,
Yeah.
did he be like, I'm going to give you the loan, Kyle, but on a 5-point system?
No, it was nothing like that. I mean, it was all Nancy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, can't refuse daddy's little girl.
No, we can't.
That's why he gave you the loan. Your daddy's little girl.
So, it is now the day that we are supposed to sign for the house. We still don't know if we have a mortgage. We're supposed to sign at 2 p.m., which was then pushed back to 4 p.m. At 1:30 p.m., I got a call from the mortgage company saying that they needed more paperwork. And I guess all throughout the day, Nancy was getting calls for more paperwork. And it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing that you didn't ask for this shit months beforehand when we asked you, hey, do you need any more paperwork? Here's everything with all of our money. Here's the ties to everything. Do you need anything else? No, you're good. Okay, great. And Nancy's like calling them every day for the 2 weeks leading up to that. It's like, are we good to go? Everything's good? Are we good? And they're like, yeah, you guys are good. Just relax. We got you covered.
Yeah.
And then this fucking thing happened. So
I mean, I do agree though. Like the stuff going back to the rewards points and everything like that shouldn't have counted as money.
No, it shouldn't have. But
that should have been caught early on.
Exactly. And apparently the dude who did that got fired, but whatever.
Oh.
I don't think that happened. So, 4 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, we finally got the okay that we're going to get the mortgage. So 4 o'clock, we show up at the place to sign all the paperwork, and the fucking icing on this shit cake.
On my birthday.
On your birthday, is that on every single piece of paperwork, my name is spelled wrong.
It's like getting a bad tattoo.
Yeah. Kyle H. Dummond, D-U-M-M-O-N-D.
That's not even your middle name's initial.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Josh.
So, can I change all the podcast things to Kyle Dummond?
No, please don't.
I'm doing it.
Oh, I thought you'd change. You know what? The funny thing is, I looked at the paperwork. I'm like, I saw Nancy's name because her name is complicated to spell if you're not used to it. So I'm like, oh, they spelled her name right. That's good. And then I like casually glance over to my name and like, this is wrong. And then I'm flipping through some of the sheets. I'm like, this is all wrong.
Did they have to go back and redo all of it?
Oh no, they tried twice, and they still kept fucking up.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Holy shit.
They kept spelling my name wrong every time. So I had to cross out my name every time that it appeared, write my proper name underneath it, initial it, hand it over to the mortgage guy who had to initial it, and then finally sign.
Oh, dude.
So we were there for like an hour and a half, like 2 hours. So
how many pages?
It was an 1.5 inch stack, so that is 150 pages.
Yeah.
No. 1.5 inches. Yeah, about 150 pages.
Wow.
Double size and all that.
That is so amazing. That is one of the... That's your unfortunate story.
Yep. Almost didn't get the house.
And nobody knows who you are.
Yeah.
You should have been like, don't you know who I am? I am famous.
Yeah.
My mom is proud of me. I have like one listener.
So then we finally get the house. We're moving in. And then it's all these little fucking problems that keep popping up.
Which this is where Bill would chime in and like actually act interested.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're not. You don't want to hear about the multitude of problems I'm having with this house, up to including...
I mean, I'll hear about it, but it's not like I'm going to be Bill and be like, well, what you should do is get a good lawnmower with this feature and a battery-operated weed... I don't give a fuck.
But, so, the first night, we wake up on the after the first night, puddle on the floor underneath the fridge.
Wait, is it wrong that I'm thinking your first night is like in Funny Farm?
That's the movie with Chevy Chase?
Yep.
I can't remember what happened in that movie.
Well, the first night was horrible. I can't wait for you to dig up a dead body in your backyard.
I'm actually kind of waiting to do that too, since I'm going to be doing a lot of work. But pretty much anything in this house that involves water has leaked or not worked or is broken. So the fridge leaked, which was finally fixed like 2 nights ago. The toilet, in the master, I guess the master toilet was leaking. So it would just shoot water everywhere. Fix that. The utility sink in the basement leaked water because the spigot was loose. Fix that. And it turns out there's actually a tiny crack in the pipe in the U-joint, so that has to get replaced. The dishwasher doesn't drain properly, so that has to get fixed somehow. And then the fucking washing machine, the motor went out. So now we have a tub full of bleach water in the washing machine because it can't drain.
Yep.
Yep.
That's not good.
Yep. Tons of fun stuff being a homeowner.
Well, you were excited to be an adult.
Yep.
You were last week when we were on Skype shooting the shit, you were excited for all the adventures, mowing your lawn, doing all these other things.
Oh, I know.
It sucks.
Well, it doesn't suck, but...
Here's the thing. Do you have a driveway? A decent-sized driveway?
Yeah, we can fit 4 cars.
So now you need to worry about, like, snow removal?
Oh, no. See, it's right in the back. It's really easy to... Oh, good, I did buy the right one. It's super easy. I mean, it's just long enough to fit a car, but it's wide enough for 4. So it's, like, the least amount of effort to...
So it's not like you need a snowblower.
No. I could do... Yeah, unless it goes fucking crazy, all I need is a shovel.
Which you can just borrow from Nancy's dad.
No,
she's got plenty of them.
I'm gonna... Yeah. No, but he does have a lot of cement. A lot of cement mix.
Yeah. There were a whole other bunch of things I wanted to ask you, but I don't really...
So right now, it's just been... Every night I come home from work and it's okay, let's move this shit here, and let's unpack this, and let's clean this up and move this stuff around, and...
Do you want to tell the story of the air ducts? Your cooling system?
Okay. You know what? I might as well just add it, just to show... So...
I mean, this wouldn't have been an issue.
No, it shouldn't have been an issue. So, Nancy is allergic to pretty much anything that has fur. The previous homeowners had a very large dog that shed hair like crazy. What?
She's not allergic to me.
Haha. Well, you have hair, not fur.
Well,
there's a difference.
So you've seen.
Ew. But, so, before we moved in, we got Stanley Steamer to come up and, completely clean the carpets. The carpets look phenomenal now. Everything's nice and clean. All the hair's removed. However, the central air system probably still has a shit ton of hair and fur in it. So, as a gift, our real estate guy hooked us up with some event cleaning. He was going to pay for event cleaning. We're like, oh, great, thanks a lot. So, it was supposed to be scheduled for last Sunday, or 2 Sundays ago. Yeah. I don't remember now. And Nancy gets a call at 9 in the morning, which is the worst thing to do, is to call Nancy before 11 a.m. at any time ever. So
she works nights.
She works nights, and waking Nancy up is difficult to do. So she gets a phone call, and it's the vent cleaning people who are supposed to be there that day, and they say, "Yeah, we can't make it because the payment authorization paperwork from your real estate agent came in late. He was supposed to give it like a week in advance, and he gave it to us 2 days ago." So then Nancy just fucking lays into this guy, and I'm in the basement, and I can hear her screaming from the 2nd floor at this guy. And they really won't come to our house anymore. And they haven't returned my calls.
I wonder if they kept the payment.
No, the payment hasn't. They haven't. There's no payment for services rendered yet.
Okay.
At least I certainly hope not.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So have you tried calling them again recently?
Oh yeah. So they said they were supposed to call back to reschedule. They never did. So then the real estate agent called them to call us. Oof. They called Nancy back, and she said, "I don't want to fucking talk to these people. You call them." And then I called them, and then I gave them our address, and then they're like, "Yeah."
Talk into the microphone.
Well, oh, sorry. I was leaning back. Where did you lose me?
Right there.
Okay. So then I called them, and they're like, gave them our address, and they're pretty much like, "Yeah, we'll look into our schedule and see where we could fit you. Bye."
Also known as, "Never call us again, we're not coming."
Yeah. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, Nancy, what did you say to these people?
Is there no other cleaner?
Well, there is, but I'm going to see if I can get these people to do it. So I'm going to call them tomorrow, I guess, again.
You want me to call them?
No, I got this.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult, Josh. I have a house.
Well, let's say this, Kyle. If you guys were adults, this wouldn't have happened. I'm just throwing that out there. No, I understand.
Yeah, so it's been a busy past few weeks.
Yep. Well, good on you. You're finally an adult.
Yep. So now it's just going through the craziness of having a new house, and we're getting married in 2 months. So Nancy's getting all stressed out about that.
Yeah. Not me.
Which is why I was just ordering the wedding bands.
While doing a podcast.
Multitasking, Josh. You gotta learn how to do it.
Well, see, that's why I would be watching a hockey game while doing a podcast.
Yeah, see, that's multitasking. You could do it. You got it.
I can do it. I was actually thinking about playing Hearthstone while I do this. But, yeah. So, anyways, there's your life story.
Yeah, my life story for the last month.
Yep. Nothing interesting here. Pretty much all the same, so.
Lucky
anyway,
you.
why don't we talk about some...
Yeah, let's talk about video games.
Let's do some shit, because I don't want this to be too long.
Well, it's already,
So do you wanna,
it's already half hour.
Yeah, fuck. Do you want to save the Saints Row 4 shit for when Bill is back?
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause
it's going to be mostly you talking about Hearthstone, but I'm fine with that.
Because I have no interest in Saints Row 4, and you two absolutely love it, so...
It's like someone took a bit of every game that I like and they made it into a game and made it work.
It's embarrassing.
It makes me feel good when I play it. And it's finally cool enough that I can actually play it now, instead of without my graphics card getting to dangerous high levels. Well,
again, if you guys didn't yell at random people who call your house, then this wouldn't have been an issue.
Well, Nancy broke down, I think, in the middle of last week. She's just like, turn on the fucking air. It's too hot. I can't do it.
No, it wasn't too bad, though?
No. She said her nose itched a little and her eyes watered a little bit, but that was it.
Yeah, that could have been from you. She might be allergic to you.
Could be.
I am. So, Kyle, why don't you talk about that one game that you that isn't Saints Row 4.
I finally beat Saints Row 3.
Ah, look, it's another Saints Row game. Yeah.
So, Bill helped me out with the last bit. And I think you did too?
I helped you with the middle section.
Yeah, you helped me with the middle section, so I finally blew through that. I enjoyed it. It's not as good as Saints Row 4, but I liked it.
Better. It's way better. Way. That game oozes personality.
You just don't like it because of the dubstep gun.
That has nothing to do with it.
That has everything to do with it.
That has nothing to do with it. I'll explain it in the next episode, so let's not keep alluding to that, because it will come off as assholes, even though we are assholes. But, no, that has nothing to do with it.
Okay. So that was it. I beat Saints Row 3.
Well, I mean...
Oh, and I started playing Mass Effect.
It is really cool, though. Like, each time you would get to one of those, like, big sections that Bill and I knew about, we would, like... I know both of us would get kind of hyper and excited to hear, like, you go through it. Like,
yeah.
Oh, here's the Bonnie Tyler section. Do-do-do. And it's just... we were all excited for you to go through that.
That was well done.
And I went to the Tron section with you.
Yep. Got turned into a toilet.
Yep.
You got turned into a toilet in Saints Row 4.
Yep. And Bill did the wrestling section with you.
Yep.
Fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, they came out of fucking nowhere.
What was it? So you were in the ring fighting the guy.
Yeah.
And Bill was outside killing everybody else?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then we actually did a tag team, and he was fighting the dude, and I was killing everybody else.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, Saints Row 3, if you have not played it, as much like praise as we've given it, you're insane if you haven't. That game is fantastic. Fuck Saints Row 4. So anything else, Kyle? You've already talked about that?
Playing Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yep. I blame our token German for it because he kept talking about it. I'm like, you know what? Mass Effect was a pretty good game, and I do have the trilogy, so might as well just start playing it.
So you're playing it on PC though?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have an Origin account, but I can't remember what my name is under. So I had to resort to my old name because I can't remember my username or password for Origin.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
I tried not. I used Origin not too long ago because I was like, you know what? I'm feeling the itch. I'm going to play some SimCity.
Yeah. Plus, I got the Origin bundle for $5, so that was a shit ton of games.
Yeah, that was actually a good deal. Didn't give you SimCity, though.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Not the new one.
Oh, I was thinking about The Sims 3.
Oh, look who's fucking smug now, cocksucker.
I misheard you.
I'm going to mishear your face.
That doesn't even make sense.
No, neither does this podcast.
Eat a dick.
You know, I'm kind of aggressive tonight.
You are aggressive.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've been watching hockey videos religiously. I'm getting into it now. Every day, I watched about 3 hockey games, old hockey games. I'm getting ready. So I've been feisty. I think everybody around me hates me right now. Like I told somebody I was going to put my foot up the vertical smile and I hope that they pucker up for me.
You don't say that to people, Josh.
Well, guess
Not
what?
at work.
No, it wasn't at work. I've said far worse things at work. I'll have to tell you later. Anyways, so I've been playing. I played some DuckTales Remastered.
How is it worth $15? No, I don't think it's worth 15. Like that's a $5 or $7 game.
Well, I mean, it's got a decent length to it. There's plenty of charm, and the graphics are fantastic. The new music is amazing. Although I do still prefer the original Moon level and everything else that they did. But
is there an option for you to switch back to the old music and old graphics?
No.
Oh.
As far as I know, there isn't. And certain things seem different. So, like, when you jump and you think you land down something, you actually didn't. Like, I'll use a Street Fighter. Yes, I was about to use a Street Fighter term. The hitbox seems a little bit odd on certain things. And there's times where you go to do the pogo, the cane attack or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work. So you just do like a normal jump and then you land on something, you get hurt and whatever. So there's little weird inconsistencies with that. Otherwise, the game is fantastic. The voice work, I don't know. Everybody seems tired. Obviously, because they got the original Scrooge McDuck guy, right? He's 90-something years old now. But he still did the voice quite well. But everybody just sounds tired.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, dude,
that's awesome.
Yeah, they got pretty much, I believe, all the original voice actors back in it. So, I mean, obviously, I don't know, because the old Ghostbusters game that they came out with on PC and on the PS3 and Xbox not too long ago, maybe 4 years ago. Same situation. Everybody just seemed tired. But also, I think what that is it's not that they're tired and they're not interested. I think what it is they recorded all their lines separately, so they didn't have anybody to feed off of.
Okay.
Because I know that's one of the big things with Ghostbusters is Bill Murray did his voice work separately from everybody else, so there was no kicking back and forth.
Yeah. There was no chemistry.
Right. So I think it was the same thing with this, and it has that weird feel to it. I'm actually listening to a computer, not a person. It's in Madden,
that's
the Jets have 24 points. But otherwise, the game is really good. I like it a lot. Is it worth $15? I don't know. I would have bought it anyways. I buy everything. But I enjoy it. It is. I love when it came out because everybody was like, "This game's too hard. I can't beat it. I can't even beat a level." Really, people? Really?
Yeah, the original game is hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. So everybody sucks.
Yeah. Wait, I heard it had an introduction level where it introduced you to game mechanics.
Yeah, it does.
God,
and they also have the vault now, so you can go into the vault and dive into your gold.
Oh, at least that's cool. But I think the how to play level is fucking retarded.
It is. I hate. All right, let me come right out and say it. I hate tutorials. I hate introductory levels. I hate games holding your hand. It's all pathetic. If you can't figure it out, how to play a game. I come from the days of the Atari 2600 where I put a cartridge in and I had to like press little mode buttons on the console and figure out everything. I like to tinker. I don't need something to tell me, press start to pause. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Use your head. So that goes back to this. That's been, yeah. So like Rogue Legacy, I beat that. That's not too hard. But nobody else really did. Fuck them. People need to get over themselves and learn what a game is.
It's not like there's a considerable amount of buttons on that controller, especially that game, which only has 2 fucking buttons.
Here's the thing about that game, Kyle. They made it easier to do things, too. So you don't... In the original DuckTales, when you jumped, you had to hold down and press the button again to do the pogo.
Yeah.
Now you just press the jump button, and it does it. You can hold it down, and it keeps pogoing.
What?
Yep. But they made an option so you can turn that off if you want to be a man.
Good. Wait, they made that so you could go back to the original, I guess... Controls, but they didn't put any of the original, like, music or anything like that?
No, as far as I know, I didn't really look, though.
I think you should.
This has just been a rant on, like, how everybody's a pussy. I don't know why, but, yeah. It irks me. I hate tutorials. I just like to figure things out. Like Dark Souls. Dark Souls was a game, it told you, okay, equip your shield and stuff.
Yeah.
But it threw you to the fucking fire. Like, here's a boss. You beat it right off the bat. We're going to put some hair on your chest. Mow your lawn. So, yeah, there's DuckTales Remastered. It's pretty good. I like it. Obviously, if you see it on a Steam sale, pick it up. But
yeah, I think I will.
If you don't want to spend $15 on it, I would.
Yeah, I don't think the $15 price tag at least makes more sense now since it's got all the original voice actors and things like that. But it's like a 3-hour game. I'm not going to spend $15 on it.
I mean, yeah, and they added cutscenes and stuff too, which, by the way, are a pain in the ass. You can't like just press a button to skip it. You have to pause it, hit skip, then it goes back.
What the fuck are their cutscenes for?
They like little scenes where, like, when you go into a beginning of a level, here comes like Scrooge McDuck and the kids are there, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie are all like, Uncle fucking faggot, this isn't working. He's like, I got a stick. I'll go get whatever you need.
Uncle fucking faggot.
I'm aggressive. I don't know why. Before we start, I know what it is. Before we did the podcast, right? Remember how I was tired?
Yeah. Oh, you just woke up?
No, I drank a latte.
Oh.
So this is hyper. I'm hyper right now. Yeah. Other than that, Hearthstone, Kyle. Fucking Hearthstone.
Yep.
You have played Magic the Gathering.
I have. I played a lot of it.
You've played other card games.
And I do. In fact, I just got a 1-card TCG.
What's that?
It's a trading card game.
Okay.
That you only need 1 card. And
really?
The card does multiple things depending on how the card's facing.
That's different.
Yep. Kickstarted it. It's called Shift.
So I used to play Magic long time ago, before Ice Age came out.
Yep.
So that's probably like 94.
3rd edition, motherfuckers.
Yeah. And then I played Marvel Overpowered a long time ago as well.
I never even heard of that one. I played a lot of them.
So that's basically like as much into TCGs as I've played. But I've always liked them. I was just never very good at them. But I like the strategy aspect of them. And I've played various other games like that, like Eye of Judgment on the PS3 and Scrolls by the same people who did Minecraft. And then so Blizzard, I think around the time that PAX East came out, announced Hearthstone. And I happened to be home that day, and I watched the stream religiously, and I was like, holy shit, it's from my favorite company, it has some of my favorite assets, and it's a TCG. This is like made for me and Kyle. But then you get into the wary aspect of, maybe they'll just make it, too easy, too, it's not very deep, and
they're just gonna pump money out of you.
Yeah, but it's actually quite the opposite. It is quite a deep game. Obviously, right now in the beta, there's not a lot of cards, but there is a lot of cards. But the way that they do it is weird. So it's based off of Warcraft. So it's called Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. And it uses, I think, 9 of the World of Warcraft classes that you can pick. So you have Mage, Shaman, Warrior, Hunter, Paladin, Rogue, blah, blah, blah. The only ones that aren't in there are Monk and Death Knight.
Okay, so it's the original classes.
Right. Although I guess Death Knight is coming. They are going to add Death Knight to it. In fact, people found it, like they found it in the executable. They just haven't found one for Monk yet. And then from that, there's cards based for each class, and then you have neutral cards as well. So you build a deck out of, so if I'm a hunter, I want exploding shot, I want multi-shot, I want these beasts because beasts are a hunter thing, and then they have buff cards that go with them, and then you fill the rest of your deck out with all the neutral stuff. What's cool about this is they have so many different things from Warcraft, because I never thought of it, but apparently Warcraft really lends itself to a TCG. Because all the spells and stuff are actually pretty good for it. So Sap and the rogue skill and all this other stuff. But then they took a step forward. So taunting is a big warrior and paladin, a tank thing, where you're taunting a creature to attack you. So now there's taunting cards that act as tanks. So if I drop a taunt card, you can't attack me or any of the other cards until you kill that. And it's actually pretty deep in that regard. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of card aspects to it like other ones do. I mean, you basically have 3 stats. You have mana cost, so you're not tapping land and everything else like you would in Magic, so you don't have to worry about land cards or anything like that. Because each turn you get another mana crystal up until 10. So, yeah.
So it forces the pace.
It does. It's a very fast game. I think the longest game I maybe had was 17, 20 minutes.
Okay. And that's really interesting that they chose a self-regenerating power source as opposed to how you choose to load your deck with power.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Magic the Gathering, there's mana, and it's recommended that you have a certain amount of mana for as many cards that you have, but some people would put less or more depending on how they wanted to play their deck.
Yep.
So you kind of lose a bit of your customizability in the game.
Yeah.
But it does make it does make for a decently paced game.
Yeah. I mean, and here there is actually various types of decks that people are already coming out with, because I've been reading a lot on it, and from guys that are absolutely absorbed with Magic, and it's nice seeing them come out and say that this is a pretty deep game. They plan on sticking with it. They actually really enjoy it on top of Magic, so that's a good sign. Yeah, it's hard to really because obviously people who listen to this probably don't care about TCGs.
Yeah,
it's just kind of
actually. I think you'd be surprised. I think there'd be a decent amount of people who play TCGs that listen to this.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've been waiting for a long time for a good video form of a TCG. Because there's been some attempts like Magic the Gathering Online, which I think is a train wreck.
What? It's just Duels of the Planewalker or the actual online?
The actual.
Okay.
Because you don't build a deck in Duels of the Planewalker, right?
You can customize your deck.
Okay. Yeah, see, in this, there's 4 different play modes, I think. One is Arena, which actually costs $2 to join. $2 or 150 gold, because there's also a side currency that you earn. So in the game, they have daily quests like they would in Warcraft. So it's win 5 games with a hunter, win 5 games with a mage. And then they also have other different quests that they give you at the beginning of the day. And so you earn gold from that. And also X amount of wins, you get some gold. And you can buy a deck with gold, because this is a free-to-play game. So the decks cost money, and joining Arena costs money, but the game itself is free. And you can enter the Arena for 150 gold or $2, and what that means is it's a draft. So it lists 3 classes that you can choose from. You pick one, and then it gives you 3 cards. You pick one, then another 3. And then you do that until you have 30 cards in your deck. So you don't get to really make as awesome deck that you're going to go through arena and destroy.
Yeah,
everybody.
you just have to plan. You have to plan a strategy on the fly.
Right, and a lot of people seem to actually really like that. And once you get 9 wins, that's pretty much the end of it. But if you get 3 losses, you're out. But no matter what, you get a prize. Like I think it gives you, like 5 different prizes. When you lose or when you win. So obviously, the higher you go, the more of what you get. So you get a deck at the end of arena. You can get gold and you can get arcane dust. And arcane dust is used to also craft cards.
Okay.
So if I buy a bunch of decks, then I can disenchant all the ones that I don't want, and it turns into arcane dust, and I can just build the ones that I don't have.
Oh, cool.
Right, so I actually forged a legendary, which costs a shitload of arcane dust.
Huh.
I think it's like 1,600.
Holy shit.
And I think a blue is like 400. And an epic is about 800. And usually, I think when you disenchant a blue, it gives you 100. So there's quite a ratio there. But basically, like if you do good in arena, you can earn enough gold where you can just keep going back and forth in arena without having to actually pay the $2.
Okay.
So it's not like it's a money grab. And then the other mode is there's obviously like a rank where now I'm actually building my own deck the way that I want it. So I have a good hunter deck right now, and I've been doing a bunch of ranked. So I think right now I'm like ranked 3-star platinum. Yeah, so I built my deck for that. And then they have unranked where you can just build a deck and do whatever you want. But I've run across a whole shitload of different types of decks. So like suicide decks are pretty big. There's a bunch of people that just try to rush you down and win that way. There's cards that synergize really well together. So like I've seen Murloc decks, which are a real fucking pain in the ass. Because like, there's 3 Murloc cards that if you drop them, they summon a different Murloc as well. And then each time there's a Murloc on the field, they each buff each other like 2/2, which means like 2 attack and 2 health. So by the time that they're done, you'll have like 5 Murlocs out there that are like 8 and 8. It's a real pain in the ass to deal with. So now you have to build a deck to go against that. Like it's pretty deep in terms of how many different styles of cards that are actually, or decks that are popping out now. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I get invited to beta soon so I can start playing it.
And yeah, like so right now it's in the beta and they have a store where you can buy decks, but the nice thing that they're doing, and I'd actually probably be pissed if they didn't, is when the game actually comes out, if you spend any money in the beta, you're going to get the gold equivalent of what you spent, so you can just buy all the decks again.
Yeah, and that is a fantastic thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and you actually, you're helping them out, and they're helping you out. So.
Yeah, I mean, they needed to have that store open to test it anyway, so now they can at least, give it a proper test, and hopefully nothing will change.
Yeah, and actually you get a gold version of a legendary card for buying something in the beta. Because they have foil versions. You know how like in Magic they have the foil gold cards. They have those as well. And those cards they're identical to the actual non-foil version, but they have an animated version in it as well. So that's pretty cool.
That's really fucking awesome.
Yeah, so like I have a Timberwolf or whatever you want to call it. And the normal card is just a fucking wolf. The foil version of it, obviously it's gold, but now like the wolf's fur is going back and forth, and there's sparkles in the sky, and it's pretty neat. Even though it's the same card, I'll play that one because it's just neat. But yeah, overall, the game is really impressive. You also level your classes as you play them. So you can unlock more cards or get gold cards by getting higher levels. I think my hunter is level 25 right now.
Huh.
So there's so many aspects of Warcraft as a whole.
What does leveling do?
I just told you.
I missed it.
It gives you more cards. So like you'll unlock gold version of cards or different things like that.
Yeah, sorry.
And each class has their own dedicated legendary card. So King Crush is the hunter one, that rare dinosaur in whatever the jungle zone is. Not Ungor, the other one in one of the expansions.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it was the Terror Sword?
Yeah. But so, I mean, each one has their own dedicated legendary, and on top of that, there's like 10 legendary cards in the neutral deck that you can also put in, and they all do something different, and they're all fucking awesome. There's a Leroy Jenkins card, and it's really cool. I can't say enough good about this game. I want to play it right now. Like, this is going to be the worst thing that happened to us.
So this is your version of, what the fuck is the game that of Skyrim?
Yeah, except for this is good.
Oh.
And I'm not going to talk about it every episode. But it's probably going to ruin me playing other games for a while. I mean, it is coming out this year. So that's pretty cool. Like, even if you can't get into the beta, it is coming in this year. But they did put out a statement that said anybody who opted into the beta is going to get into the beta. Eventually. So, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I've been opted in, so I've been fucking waiting.
I got it on the first wave.
That's because you stream.
Not really. But yeah, I've been making videos of it, and I've been taking pictures of like me fucking over warlocks and stuff, and it's really good. Love it so much, Kyle. Oh, also each class has their own dedicated ability too in the game. So you have like the hunter. I can shoot an arrow at somebody for 2 damage. That costs 2 mana. So
yeah, and I saw that shamans can summon random totems.
Yep. So it applies to their class. Warlocks can draw an extra card, but also they lose 2 health by doing that.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yep. So it's their sacrifice thing.
They're for summon.
Yep. Game is awesome, Kyle. You need it. You need it bad.
It's free to play, so I'll either play it during the beta or I'll play it when it comes out.
It's so brutal for me right now because nobody else I know is in it. I've just been playing with randoms this entire time. But the best thing is you do not talk to anybody. Great. This is the wet dream for me, okay?
Yeah.
If I can order a pizza and have it be like this, so awesome.
All you have to do is just press a button and say good job.
Yeah. So you right-click on your hero, right? And then it gives you like 6 options. One's like, oops, I made a mistake. Thank you. Greetings. And all this other stupid shit. And that's it.
Well played.
Yeah. There's no other option to talk to anybody. I don't have to hear them. I don't have to see their text. I don't have to hear their voice. This is my wet dream. Now, if I can only have it so I can summon a ham and cheese sub, amazing.
I'm sure you could program something that will do that for you.
I wish. But then I would have to talk to that thing.
No,
so
you just make a script and then just make an executable on your fucking desktop. Just double click it. Then you'll have a ham and cheese sub.
That'd be so dangerous if I did that. So yeah, that's Hearthstone, man. It is so good. How often do you see me get this excited for a game? And it's not even because it's like Blizzard. I
was going to say every time it's a Blizzard game you get this excited.
It's not, though, because the game is just that good. Because I got super excited for Eye of Judgment as well. I took a lot of shit for that game. But I got really excited for that. So it's got to be something with like just how awesome this game is. It's not Blizzard.
Yeah.
It's kind of Blizzard. So, Kyle, why don't you tell them how they can get in contact with us?
You can contact us on Twitter. You can contact Josh at Nasro, myself at KRDumon, the absent Bill at Billy Bill Black, or
Nobody
the
cares about Bill.
podcast at Critical Strike. You can leave us a voicemail, which no one ever does, at 909-C-Strike or 909-278-7453, or shoot us an email at cstrikepodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
This is where Bill says that you can follow, you can listen to other people at Platform Nation, and I don't know the people at Platform Nation. So, sorry.
Double KO, Dodcast, Scientifics, Fanboys, which, yeah. Video Game Jocks and all that happy stuff. Rumble Pack. Ton of good shows. So there you go.
Yeah, he does that a lot better than us.
Yeah, we all have our parts. I think my part is being the asshole. Especially this episode. I'm hyper.
Yes, you are.
Hearthstone. So that's about it, and we will see you guys in a few weeks. You notice I said few, not couple.
Lawlers.
Take that. And hopefully there's not another football game on and Bill will join us.
Football.
Oh, fucking football.
He's playing the foosball.
On Sky. Alright, we'll see everybody later.
Alright.
Oh, I heard that one.
Oh god, my mouth is full of milk right.
Oh, it came back up.
Boy, it came back up.
Nice. So.
Oh, I just swallowed again.
So it's pretty reminiscent of when you live with, right?